Hey guys! Grammar is one of the easiest ways to raise your digital SAT score if you know what the test actually looks for. In this video, I'm breaking down 15 grammar hacks you need to know, and for each one, I'll give you a quick explanation and an SAT question so that you can practice exactly how it appears on test day. To start off with, we're going first to appositives. An appositive is a noun or a noun phrase that renames another noun. If the information is extra, it needs commas. If it's essential, it does not. Now let's look at a problem from the SAT. When construction the Limerick Bridge, ancient Roman builders relied on temporary wooden beams to support the stone and structure. These temporary supports, a construction system known as blank, were removed when the bridge was completed. So we have to figure out what exactly this blank will be. So the word is false work, and we got to see which one of these. Before we even look, we could first notice that there is a comma right there. So what I like to do is I like to see if this is an essential or if it's not essential. And the way I do this is I basically take this part out and see can the sentence exist without it. So let's read it. These temporary supports were removed when the bridge was completed. So as I'm reading that, I realized this part is just an add-on and it's not really an essential part of the sentence. That is why the answer choice is going to be C, because it has the comma, and if you put the comma right here, basically it means that this part can be taken out. And that is why the answer choice is C. Moving on, we're going to subject-verb agreement. The verb must agree with the true subject, not with the verbs in prepositional phrases like in, on, to, or with. Now, let's look at a question. Despite being cheap and versatile and easy to produce, blank, they are made from non-renewable petroleum and most do not biodegrade in landfills. And which choice completes the text? So let's read it out. Despite being cheap, versatile, and easy to produce, there are two problems associated with commercial plastics. And despite being cheap, versatile, and easy to produce, two problems are associated with commercial plastics. So the modifying phrase, cheap, versatile, and easy to produce, appears immediately before the noun it modifies, which is commercial plastics. So okay, I'm restarting now. So let's look at a question from subject-verb agreement. Despite being cheap, versatile, and easy to produce, blank, they are made from non-renewable petroleum and most do not biodegrade in landfills. So let's look at what the noun is. So the noun is going to be commercial plastics, and this is because the modifying phrase cheap, versatile, and easy to produce is what is describing the commercial plastic. So that's how we know that the subject is commercial plastics. So looking at that, this commercial plastic is going to have to come right after this modifying phrase because you need to know what this is talking about. Because if you were just to say there are two problems, it wouldn't be describing what is cheap, versatile, and easy to produce. So the answer is going to be whatever has commercial plastics right after the modifying phrase. And out of these two, the main thing to look at is plastics and plastics. You see how there's an apostrophe? But in this specific question, an apostrophe is not needed. So that's why commercial plastics, plural, have two associated problems. is going to be the right answer for this question. Moving on to essential versus non-essential information. If a phrase is essential, it's needed to identify the noun, so you do not use commas. If a phrase is non-essential, it just adds extra information, so you must use commas. So, a recent study tracked the number of bee species present in 27 New York apple orchards over a 10-year period. Blank found that when wild growth near an orchard was cleared, the number of bee species visiting the orchid decreases. So, let's see. Entomologist Heather Grab found that when wild growth. So, as we're reading that, we can see that the name entomologist Heather Grab is essential to the sentence. So that's why choice C is going to be the best answer, because no punctuation is needed between the proper noun Heather Grab and entomologist, the title that describes Grab. Additionally, no punctuation is needed between the sentence subject, entomologist Heather Grab, and the main verb found that indicates what Grab did, because it is essential. Moving on, verb forms. Verb form questions on the digital SAT usually test whether you know which form of a verb belongs with the helping verb. So, in this question, according to traditional RYB color model, yellow is a complementary color to purple. However, yellow blank considers complementary to blue in modern color theory. Now, out of these options, we got to figure out which one is going to plug in best right here. If you look, is a main clause requires a finite verb to perform the action of the subject, and in this case, it is yellow. It is yellow. So answer choice is supplies the present tense verb is considered to indicate that yellow is considered a complementary color to blue in modern color theory. So that is why answer choice A is the right answer, because if you also plugging in the other ones is going to help you eliminate. Like, for example, however, yellow having been considered complementary to blue. This is contradictory to the however, so it can't be. However, yellow to be considered complementary in modern color theory. This makes it seem like that it's going to be when it already is. However, yellow being considered complementary to blue, modern blue, this is not right. Verb tenses is the next grammar hack that you need to know. Verb tenses must stay consistent unless the time clearly changes.